don't understand. You look like a woman.
Yes, then what's not to understand about that? But anyways, and thank you. Or welcome back to some more Dragonade's Origins. No, thank you. Why did I say thank you? Thank you for watching, so to speak. But when I just ended the other episode, then just thank you. But yeah, welcome to some more Dragonade's Origins and into interesting questions immediately. What's not to understand about that?
You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
Why not?
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
That's not a very comprehensive list.
The laborers, soldiers, and Ashkari are men. There is nothing else left.
What if they don't want to be any of those things?
What does that have to do with anything? No one gets to choose who they are.
Of course they do.
A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
Yes, those things, yes. But a person can choose what to do.
Can they? We'll see.
Can they? We'll see. Yes, we shall see. Let me talk to some people then first. Hello.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
You were a traveling minstrel. Do you have tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
So do you know any stories from Orlais?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
Go ahead.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Continue, please.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Go on.
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Oh dear. Well, I was hoping for a happy ending.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Okay. Interesting enough of a story. Tell me about the Darkspawn then.
Chantry lore says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Well, do you know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Flemeth? Morrigan's mother was called Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
She looked like your average old woman.
Well, if Flemeth really exists, she would be very, very old indeed. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Well, tell me the full story of Flemeth.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Oh, what happened then?
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Well, I wonder how that relates to the Flemeth we knew. I wonder. Well, let's just move on then. That was quite a bit of a story time for us. Approves for us listening to her stories. Yay. Morrigan, hello.
What do you wish of me?
I heard a story about your mother just a moment ago. I'd like to ask
If
you
you
something.
must.
Is there anything that can be done for a possessed mage? It's kind of fitting considering Connor.
'Tis the child abomination you speak of from the haunted castle? If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it.
Thank you
What do you wish of
nonetheless
me?
for the information. Something
If you
else. Is Flemeth really what she seems to be? We just heard the story of her and all.
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
An old woman.
Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
So they do have the same stories. I've heard a little of it, at least.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
That is very different nonetheless story, considering that Osen would be actually the husband to begin with, but then would have sold his wife. That's quite of a different story. He sold his wife to another woman.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen then.
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Great hero Cormac. Even my people have heard of Cormac.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Interesting. So do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
So how has exactly Flemeth survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
It is interesting, indeed. The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Very doubtful indeed. But why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Maybe. Aren't abominations still usually insane horrors? And Flemeth does seem to have her minds and wits about her.
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
It's a very interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
There isn't that much to know. Yeah, there's nothing really to say about her.
I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
There's just simply nothing to say.
What do you wish of me?
She didn't help me or my sister. She hardly did anything for us. After all, where we are at. How else would we be there? I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here? I guess I can ask.
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
Do you want to leave? Is the better question. What do you want to do?
If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
I understand. Morrigan disapproves. -10. I know I shouldn't have asked such a question. I'm sorry, Morrigan. Do I have a gift that I can give you as a repayment? What would you like? Maybe the tribal necklace. A necklace of sun, bleached teeth, and bones. How did I do this? I guess I needed to go to a certain party member in here, yeah.
A fine gift.
Yay.
You have my thanks.
Woohoo. So, then we are not quite as badly in the negatives. Not just sure who likes which things exactly. Certain things I know, yes. Would you want a risk? Fine. Bronze symbol of Andraste, for example, is pretty clear. Symbol of a flame stamped onto it. And then, of course, Doki. Doki can get a bone. I guess I should just give immediately another bone. Doki does not care. This unique necklace is made of delicate gold strands twisted together in a thick rope. And this I know. This battlefield spirit maintains a shield even in direct sunlight, which it appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact exposed flashes to scorch likely inevitable. But yeah, I definitely do not know all the gifts, who I should be giving which one. Framed in silver and depicts 32 identical Orlesian porcelain tureens. War hounds on them. Do you want that?
Is that for me?
Yes.
Really? Wow. Wow.
You're welcome. You are welcome. Stick. Well, considering he did mention this, so I should be giving this to Alistair for certainty.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Wrote somewhere. Your mother's amulet? Are you sure? Copper a dozen. I found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Sorry. Sorry? Did you say something?
Ho, ho, ho. See this gesture I'm making? Can you hear that?
Yes. I can hear the gesture. Gesture speaks of many things. Let's go to Ben first. Why not? Hey, Ben.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
It's not a fool dog. He wags his tail.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
You can't just throw it away like that. It was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that. Just teasing her.
I just did.
Aww.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Poor Ben. That dog is too smart for his own good.
He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Yeah. Manipulative Ben. Snarling competition. Watch Sten and Ben.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Happy bark. Happy little park. Sten, what's you up to? Still
Yes.
kneeling like that? I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
You shouldn't be indeed. Never mind.
Very well.
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
Well, I
Then
guess not
suggest
yet.
we move on.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Nothing to talk, apparently.
What do you need?
What about with you, Alistair?
Ask away.
Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
That's a sheep answer.
All right. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
I guess I can understand that.
I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me liked you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
I can understand that. It doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
I can't say that. That's going a little bit too much. Apology accepted. It's fine.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go. What do you need?
And another thing.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden exactly?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Well, that's the easy answers. Ha ha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't really seem like the religious sort, though.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
So you think this is better than being the Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
That's totally understandable. 100%. I guess I can try to do some selling then. Maybe I should enchant something.
Enchantment?
Did I have any enchantment?
Enchantment!
I don't exactly remember how this worked, but yeah, this is at least equipped by Alistair, this one. The green plate for now. Movement speed, fire damage, electricity damage, cold damage. Yeah, sure, let's get this journey. Man, electricity damage there. Why not? Some extra damage.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. and with your discount.
I guess I'll just sell some stuff and end the episode, so if you don't want to be just watching me do selling, I won't be talking anywhere or anyone more in this episode or leave anywhere, so you can just skip to the end, and thank you for watching this much. But let me just try to check things out then, I guess. It's sometimes just there's so much freaking stuff that I need to be looking through. Oh yeah, I guess I should also unequip all the stuff from this second slot just so that... because I'm not planning to exactly use them, so might as well. Maybe I'll use some of that stuff, but it's better when I can see it all. Especially this stuff is like completely useless over there. Absolutely useless. Then Liliana can have that. That's fine. That's totally fine. I don't think I had a lot that would be an upgrade that I can actually use anyways. Let's see. This is actually better than what I have right now, so might as well change to that, I guess. What about these? These are also a little bit better, so sure. These are better, so sure. This is a little bit even better. Maybe I should have changed this already quite a while ago. Oh well, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't have any other heavy mail stuff anyways, so I'm quite sure that's mostly at least the best that I can have. Do you have any set bonuses from this yet? Steel, 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 and Veridium. That's not steel. This is basically better than if I don't have a set anyways, but it looks a lot worse in this set. So I guess I'll rather keep that, nonetheless. Then Alistair. I think indeed that was the best shield I could have at the moment. And these are pretty good armors right now that I have. I need to look too much into that stuff. What about you? I guess I can give you these gloves while at it. Then I can have a look into the boots, but those are pretty good boots. So you can have that. And that's better. The Yomorican robes, I'd say, than this. Certainly enough. Don't really know which one of these would be better, but I guess we can put the electricity one rather. I guess I like the black one better. Black leather collar, sure. I can then sell that one. I guess I could give you at least a bow. Some sort of the best bow we have. Sure, let's see, 6. 7.2. So it might be that one. Yeah, I think so. That's the best bow you can have, so you can have that there. Rather. Massive. Just keep those ice arrows. I won't be using it for anything else anyways for a while. Should I be equipping something for you? I guess I could, even though I'm not planning to exactly be taking you anywhere, so I guess you can use your ropes for now. It fits you well enough. Okay, I think that's enough.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps?
A cheese knife. Let
I'm
me
sure you'll be
see
pleased with the goods
with-
my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Incense of awareness, I do not really need. Then let's start selling some of these axes. I guess I can keep the best battle axe for now at least. The edge is the special one. Enchanted dagger. I have another one. Why didn't I equip that? Did I have another one there that I just didn't notice? I guess so. Must have gotten it recently though.
If there's anything I can do for you,
But obviously
I'm
not,
sure
that's
you'll be
definitely
pleased with
better.
the goods.
Now I can sell these. Oh, I guess Liliana must have had it. That's probably it. Oathkeeper was the more special sword, so I'll keep it there. Longsword, Veridium. I don't think Alistair has the other sword at the moment, so I don't really need this. Chevalier's mace is something special. Messy kills. Let's keep it, I guess, for now. Heavy maul or just a maul. Don't definitely sell that. The Fox's bow. Chance to avoid missile attacks. Let's just sell some of these at least. All of those, all of that. I'll keep that one crossbow. Then start selling all of this freaking stuff. Just lots and lots and lots of stuff to sell. I'll keep those boots, I guess. I guess I'll keep the Templar shield. Well, why? Why would I keep it? I can keep those around, I guess. That war paint I can sell. I'll keep that. I guess I should actually equip it too. I'll keep those, of course. Those are those things, and then there's just a lot of gifts. It's just that these gifts take quite a lot of space. I can at least sell those. That's why I should be giving more gifts out so that I can just get some more space into here, because it's kind of ridiculous to have this many stuff here like this. Let's say buy some of these. It's already 1 gold. Oof. So much. Let's buy these. And these. And these. Maybe the lyriums I can be without buying at the moment. Let's just buy a couple of more of these even, just so that I'm sure having enough of them. Those definitely can't even remotely think of buying. Birkin's honor. Blood dragon plate. No need for that stuff right now, no service. Dale's pendant. Range critical chance increases monetary gain. Well, if I don't have any belt, I might as well get that, I guess. So we can get some more cash. 5% to fire damage. Grey Wharton hand puppet. I guess I could be giving this to Liliana. It's kind of clear who it belongs to anyways. Rotten onions. You have another backpack? Didn't I buy one backpack from you, or did I somehow then load it so that I didn't end up getting it? I was sure I got one of those. Should I sell some of this stuff? And that's like trying to now think, where do I get enough gold so that I could actually afford that? I guess I bought a little bit too many health stuffs to be able to get it anymore in any way. Let's just sell this stuff, I guess, and the acid flask. What else? What else could I sell? Well, I guess I could sell the Oathkeeper, but I just kind of don't wanna yet at least sell it. Ah, well, fine and whatever. I can't buy it then yet. I'm sure I'll get it soon enough. Even if I didn't get it yet. I'm so sure I got it already anyways earlier. But apparently I didn't. Let's put that merchant thingy and... did I have better? Yeah. That's why I didn't use it, because it feels like it's only for me. But I have this, which is definitely better at this point to have. Okay, so then a couple of more gifts that I should be giving to people. Liliana, first and foremost. Like I said, I could be giving you the loot.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Use Liliana can play this loot, but it's not like... It just gave a ridiculous amount of this. This feels a little bit... Didn't it? It felt like it gave a lot of it, and it doesn't vanish, so it's kind of weird to have it actually when, like, it doesn't go anywhere. Oh well, whatever, I guess. It's still weird. I wonder which one you would like the best. I guess I can give you that. I should have sold that one.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
I'm pretty sure Alistair liked that.
Is that for me? Really? Wow. Wow.
You're welcome. I actually got even a codex updated because of that. But yeah, plus 50? Skill acquired. Alistair. You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. Alistair was a novice Templar when Duncan recruited him in the Grey Wardens, or rescued him, as Alistair would say. His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was a very young. He was raised by Eamon Quarrel in Isle of Redcliffe for a time. Isolde's suspicions were unfounded, however. Alistair was not Eamon's son, but King Maric's. Eamon sheltered the boy to hide his existence from Queen Rowan, Eamon's sister. Alistair is fascinated by magic even as his life is defined by fighting its darker manifestations. He has a fondness for strange runestones and figural studies of arcane creatures. I don't really have of anyone else something like that other than, well, there's Ben, but I don't have good information about Morrigan exactly for what she likes. Hey, he at least got inspired and gained a minor constitution bonus, woohoo. That's great. What about you, Morrigan? I'm not really sure. Golden rope necklace, I guess I might as well.
A fine gift.
That was plus 8
You have
even.
my thanks.
Yay, plus 8. You can get to the freaking normal neutral about finally again. I wonder if you would like mine.
Interesting.
At least it's interesting. Aquarians of Ferelden, a genealogical. This book traces the line of Arl Evans back to the time of Alamari clans. It doesn't seem to have been read much. Well, that is definitely for Alistair.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Didn't like it that much, but like still, it's about Arl Evans, so should be happy enough about it, though. I have just no idea what like Sten would like. Do you want ale?
Unexpected. Thank you.
Hey, 5 even.
Unexpected. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can have 2 ales. Aren't you happy? Ah, these were also treasures that I should sell. Didn't even notice that they weren't gifts. Dwarven runes, definitely not for Sten. Or Elysian porcelain would seem like it might be for Liliana. Maintains a shield even at dark sunlight, which it appears to absorb. I guess I can try to give this to you.
You have my thanks.
It was a little bit more plus. Unduster's Grace, I know who it belongs to, but I don't feel of giving it quite yet. Okay, let me just go and sell those few little things after all. I have those little few things that
You
I
and your friends
should
are
sell
formidable
more.
folk, indeed. I'm sure you'll be...
Yes. Extremely pleased. That, and that definitely should be sold. I am so close to getting this. Like 1 gold more. If I wouldn't have given so many things away. I could probably just sell this. I'm not gonna be using these sort of novice things anyways. So why not? $5.56. I'm not gonna be using this though. In all honesty, I'll just sell them. Try to sell enough to just get that thing that I want. As in the backpack. Acid golden. Should I just sell this too? Don't really need the Mapari crunchies right now either, to be honest. Not that they can give a lot either, but still, definitely do not need them. Okay, let me just sell that. Give me the freaking backpack. Thanks. Even if I used all of my money to do that. Okay, you play with the stick. Minor dexterity. Moderate dexterity. Major dexterity. Massive dexterity. I played with my dog with a stick, apparently. It just feels a little bit weird how quickly this couple... I think that these are like extra items that you didn't just get their things a lot faster all the way on top. And it's definitely better that I don't do it for at least those who actually I want to be keeping in my party. Just so that it's more natural progression rather than just like so fast going all the way on top. Doesn't really seem right. Let's talk one more with Ben. What are you doing? Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? He goes back to digging. It's going to take some time, you know. Well, good luck with that then. Okay, keep on digging, little Ben. Keep on digging. Okay, so we'll end here for today and then we'll continue to the Mage's Circle next time around. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you for more next time around. So, bye bye till then. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.